Okay, Link's Awakening. Get hype. The first handheld Zelda game was super critical to the evolution of the series. I actually haven't seen ever the original release of Link's Awakening. I've only ever played the DX version for Game Boy Color. Is it Telltale Heights? Oh no, Battle of the Windfish, right? I'm probably gonna need some help with Link's Awakening. I've only played this game like twice, and I remember it being really, really easy to get lost, so if I get stuck, I might ask chat for some help. I think almost all of my 3DS games have been downloaded, a couple exceptions. It's a Yoshi egg, the Birdo egg. 98. So the deluxe re-release was a year after Final Fantasy VII. We can be Lonk, why not? We haven't done that yet. 14 games so far, no Lonk. Yeah, I love the shop Easter egg. What relief! I thought you'd never wake up. Tossing and turning, this is Malin and Tal. This is the introduction of these two characters. Although they Romanize them as Marin. Is it Marin and Terran instead of Malin and Talon? Music here is hella quiet, but I think that's by design. Be careful. Will do. Dual Destinies? Nice. I don't know your name? I think it's weird. Alright. Link puts his name on the shield. Yes, this is the same Link in Link to the Past, both Oracle games, Link's Awakening. But it's not the same Link in Link Between Worlds, which is the next game after this. No, I don't have the Croissant of Strength yet. I can't pick up the pots. And man, the game is going to punish me for trying. I think I've got a 64 gigabyte one in my 3DS. I don't have any rupees. You have to have more passion. I think this game is just quieter than the Oracle's games. I'm going to turn it up a little bit here. Let me know if the volume gets out of control. Oh yeah, the cute little chain chomp. Just push all the buttons at once. This is actually completely a Nintendo project, right? No Capcom or anybody else involved in this one. So we can steal that shovel if we want to. After you save, you'll start at the last door you went through. Not really sure why that is, because I'm just a kid. Very good. This was before Oracle, the remake. The original game was way before Oracle, like 9 years, 1993, I think. 8 years. Yeah, you can transfer between SD cards. Just Google 3DS SD card transfer. It's a bit of a process, but it's very doable. That's what I did. I upgraded from my stock. It's worth it if you plan on getting all of your games as DLC. Some of them can be pretty big. Y'all kids breaking the fourth wall. There's my sword. Excuse me, Mr. Gordo. Totally a Gordo. You need to have the shield. Hey, it's Kapora Gabora. This is the origin of a owl showing up and helping you too. Can't leave the island until you wake the windfish. Must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. I got into a shipwreck at the beginning of the game and washed up on the island, so my shield stayed with me, but my sword just washed up on the beach. Like how it switches to the Zelda music after that. Yeah, music-centric, I could hear. Link to the Past does it quite a bit, but I think... Oh, but I see your point, like, having to collect the melodies, and that's just a thing now. Evil Monkey. Yeah, Geistwrath. This game's pretty great. I didn't have an original Game Boy as a kid. The first Game Boy model I got was a Game Boy Color. So the first time I played this was the deluxe version. Sale's House of Bananas. I'm Sale, and this is my house. And I collect bananas. Oh, actually my hobby is collecting canned food. So that must be part of a trading minigame. Playing in the back seat. Nice. I did have a Game Gear, which I regret. The Game Gear used like 8 AA batteries and they drained immediately. It had a backlight. It had a couple okay games. Like there was like a Sonic game for the Game Gear that was pretty good. But it was not worth the battery problem. Yeah, Game Boy Color did this kind of color upscaling to games not designed for it. I remember I played Pokemon on my Game Boy Color, and it did that. Huh? Keyhole? It says tail keyhole. Yeah. We were pretty deeply invested in Sony, or not Sony, Sega. I had a Genesis, a Sega CD, and a 32X. Alright, Guardian Acorn. Forgot about those. Even though we were pretty poor, I was a cheap kid because that was pretty much all that I asked for, was a console once a year, or once every couple years whenever they'd come out, and then I would just rent a game once a week. Didn't go to parties, didn't really do anything else that was expensive, didn't want to go shopping all the time. A little bit mysterious. Quest to wake the dreamer. Welcome to the mysterious wood. Much of mystery you will find on this uncharted Koholint island. Find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfish naps. This is the Tail Cave, which is south of the village. Go there with the key you find in this forest. Good looking out. This song is pretty bumpin'. I know that chiptune artists really like the Game Boy sound chip. It's got a funky bass. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. Forget the name of the... There's a custom ROM somebody put together for chip tuning on an actual Game Boy hardware. The name is escaping me. Hey, it's a Tanuki. Just a regular raccoon. Give him a mushroom. I don't want to be lost. Later, nice and squeezy. Thanks for following. See you next time. Tossed you a follow as well if you're going to be streaming your Oracle speedruns. Good luck. Sleep well. Do you want to hear it again? I'd almost avoid picking up the items just because they take forever to scroll through and like the benefit's not super great. Da-da-da-da. You start with max of 999 rupees at the beginning of this game, hopefully. I think that's correct. Yeah, I don't think I can do this until I get the strength, the croissant of strength. So I can push some of these. Yeah, I think so. Why haven't they brought back the Guardian Acorn? Or power-ups in general? I guess if they could do it in a way that avoids the Skyward Sword problem, where there's this long, like, scrolling power-up description when you pick it up that takes you out of the game. Yeah, the instant kill one's pretty great. I forget what that one looks like. Yeah, the existence of the Guardian Acorn is key to the lore. Only makes sense in Goholent Island. I thought this is one of those, if you stand on the weak rock for too long, it's going to fall out, but don't think how that works. Oh, I guess it does. We just didn't stand on them long enough. We don't qualify as a heavy person just yet. Got him. Still out here looking for a key. No, we want it. They said it was in the forest, so we don't want to leave here just yet. Yeah, Oracle games, it's like almost instant. Can't cross that gap yet. I don't have the rock feather. Go past that damn raccoon, I think. We can use the mushroom on him, though. We could totally use the mushroom on it. It's not a key item, this one. What is it for? You hold it over your head, and a mellow aroma wafts into your nostril. I think that's what we're supposed to do, maybe I'm not interacting with them right. Play around with that a bit more. I thought I was just supposed to show him the mushroom and that would cut it. Apparently not. Oh, you know, that's one I'm just gonna ask chat. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to show him the mushroom? Because I like tried doing it, maybe I just wasn't standing close enough to him or something. Try using it up here. Need to be concentrated first. Good clue, Plaster. Thank you. We'll go find if we can see if we can find a mushroom person. This is the one that lets you one-shot enemies. Guessing it's someone in the town. Not gonna be the fisherman. Just keep slinking around, see what we can find. It's not gonna be the telephone house, although I think someone in there gives you a tip. Hello, I'm fine, and you? Deaf old lady. Please call. He's the guy that you're calling, sure. I think he's like the hint man of this game. A library in the village that might have some good information. When you're running out of... Oh, enter a house or cave, because that's where you restart from when you die, whatever door you most recently interacted with. Get Yoshi, do that later. Two shops, nothing we want to buy here just yet. I plan to go get lost in the hills. Alright. At least he's honest with himself. Alright, Terran's in the forest looking for toadstools. Here sleeps the flying rooster. Alright, so I'm guessing that we're gonna find Talon somewhere in the forest. Not Mario. I wonder why they kept the romanization the same way. Well, I guess this was still... The deluxe re-release came out after Link to the Past, before Ocarina of Time, I think. It must have been pretty close to the release of Ocarina of Time, right? I think I'm supposed to find Terran out here somewhere. Talon. Right before Ocarina of Time. Oh, same year. Really? That's surprising. This is your punishment for bumping into something that you need the croissant to lift. Power croissant. This leads out of the forest, but I'm gonna go in this direction anyway to see if we can find Talon somewhere. Oh no, here we go. Toadstool Mix makes powder for tricks. I'm a fan of all of those things. Here you go. In a jiffy. Yeah, that is kind of, that's kind of an issue with this one, given that the text box appear frequently and are fairly slow to scroll. It's kind of an issue in the Oracle games, but it's mitigated, and then Minish Cap is perfect. Like, all the dialogue boxes, you can scroll through almost instantly, you don't have to wait at all. Okay, so that gave me an actual item that I can use. It's not just a key item for this one event. Crap. Pick that up. Reduce the damage taken by half. Oh, that's any damage. I hope we see less of that in Zelda Wii U, we'll see. Eat it, raccoon. Stop being a butt. Wait, what? Okay. I guess it's the whole Mario thing. He turned into a demon raccoon. Very, very dreamlike. You've got the tail key, alright. Yeah. I'm okay with guidance as long as it's opt-in. You know what I mean? I think the best kind of stuff is like the play coin system in Link Between Worlds was fantastic. It's completely opt-in, and it's opt-in in such a way that it's actually invisible to the average player. You have to equip a specific item to even be able to see the hint ghosts that give you tips if you get stuck. You don't think Malin and Talon and Marin and Tarrant are the same characters? Yeah, Minish Cap is pretty much opt-in. You can press the Eslo button for him to give you an idea. Every now and then he'll pop up if, like, something is really obtuse and they didn't have any way to convey it to you. When he does, it feels like it was necessary. Thought about it. I like the preponderance of the Octoroks. You don't really see them in Link to the Past for a while into the game. Late nostalgia. Alright, Tail Dungeon. Oh, is that what it is in Japanese? Thanks, game. Actually, there was a typo about that earlier. They called it the Tail Cave, T-A-L-E, earlier. Man, coming out of Oracle of Ages, endgame puzzles, it's kind of nice to be in an intro dungeon again for a bit. Watch me get lost as punishment for saying that here. Got a chest. I got a chest. At last, you got a map. Color commentary from the developer. At last. Mario 2 enemies. Ah, the key doesn't display on the UI. I probably have to check in my menu to see that, don't I? Yeah, I have 3 of them right now. Thanks, Spiky. Not the best music in the world, is it? Try not to pick those up. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna get bombs in this dungeon, it looks like. You got 20 rupees. Joy! Alright, so we've already been this way. Huh. Oh, I guess I'd use the block to... Music plays when you get the Guardian Acorn, and it plays until you take damage a certain number of times. There's that, there's another power-up that makes you do extra damage that fades after you do a certain number of hits, I think. Wouldn't be so bad if it was time-based, you know? Oh, statue's trying to say something, but you can't understand it because it has no beak. Sounds like a problem. I think you could use the shield as a solution for those guys and Goombas, oh god! That's not a Zelda enemy. But that was really cool that they put all the Mario enemies in the handheld games. I think I can stomp them, can I? I don't know if I don't screw it up. There we go. Nice. I think they might always drop a heart when you pop on them like that. Someone's about to get the best item in Zelda history. I love the Rock's Feather. Oh, I didn't know that DX decided to make it brown instead of blue. You'd think that jumping wouldn't work in Zelda, like it wasn't really that great in Zelda 2, but they really made it fit into the top-down style, I think, with the handheld titles. I guess if I get bombs, I must be getting them not as a traditional item, like them as like a bomb bag. I think I like that style better. Just have it be something that you find or presented to you as part of the story separately. Now that I can jump, you get to enjoy watching me jump constantly for no reason. Because for whatever reason it feels like jumping makes you move faster, or more efficiently, or more evasively. Nightmare Key. Boing, boing. You can say that they reused a lot of the sprites from this game, but I think it's more so that they upgraded the sprites a lot for Link's Awakening Deluxe, put a lot of work into doing that, then decided to get more use out of them with the Oracle games. Oh, shit. Yeah, how these guys work. Shield based? Oh, bummer. Can we get some hearts maybe first, before we get too excited here? Uh-oh. Oh, bummer. Yeah, Chaos shared a link, Plaster, I think it was before you were in chat. Someone's doing an Oculus Rift, like, first-person Zelda 1 for the NES. But, like, you walk around, you fling your hand to swing the sword. It actually looked kind of cool. Looks like it was implemented pretty well. Let's try that fight again, now that we've got some hearts. I wonder what the average length of a speedrun for this game is. 100% and any percent. Guessing a few people do 100% speedruns of the handheld Zeldas. Missed everything. Yeah, we beat Oracle of Ages around Link's Awakening now. We're very close to done with the entire Zelda series. Whoa, that's spooky. It's a little spookier than I like to see. Cool, Darkstar, shoot me a Discord message. Deets. Buzz Outsider. You know you're in for fun when the first boss is this asshole. That's why there's a room full of skeletons. Buzz. It's a little stinky because, like, you want to both have the shield and the sword and the Rock's Feather for this. But that's not so bad, he only takes 4 hits. Yeah, night, Yukubo. Good rest of your Tuesday. See you tomorrow. 5631, 127 or 100%. That's awesome, Plaster. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah, that seems like that's exactly in the range that you want for a speedrun. Like, sub 2 hours, preferably sub 3 hours, worst case. I'm going to get a repeat of the Final Fantasy IX 11-hour speedrun or however long that is. Yeah, I feel like you'd make that category just because it would be a pain in the ass to do. Instrument of the Sirens. An instrument along with the 7 others inside has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. Instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north in Goponga Swamp. Good looking out. It's doing like a moonwalk thing there. I don't know how they can recreate it. Oh, cool. You do a spin attack and then keep walking backwards after you release it. Link moonwalks. It's as useless as moonwalking in Metroid, it looks like. The Moblins came to the village. Gang of Moblins. They all went to the house. Did something at Bow Wow's house. Oh no. Yeah, at the rate y'all are talking, it would be faster for me to find out myself. God, are they gonna say it again? Boo, Master, there's an 85% chance that there's shit going down at Bow Wow's house. Yeah, I like that they don't force you to get the heart, or I like games that don't force you to get the heart container. It lets you try to do a challenge. We're gonna save in here. I'll do a restore point, and then I'll try to do a actual in-game save, but it looks like it's kind of tricky. AB select start. There we go. I guess I don't need to do it. Save and quit. We've got a restore point, that'll cut it. Cool, thanks guys for hanging out. It's been a pleasure as always. Update on the schedule for the rest of the week. Tonight at midnight, the bidding ends for the next game slot. I think right now in the lead we've got who? Yahan and Washu. Yahan's looking to add Dead Space 2. Washu's looking to add Resident Evil 4 to the voting spreadsheet. You guys have about another 6 hours to overthrow one of the two of them. The top 2 votes will be the ones that take the slots. Keep an eye on that. Tomorrow we're playing Mario Maker. It seems likely that we're going to be able to play some Final Fantasy XIV. I don't have a start time for FF14 just yet. It might be as early as 6 o'clock Pacific. I'm sorry, 3 o'clock Pacific. And it could start a little bit later than that, but we'll try to fit in some FF14 after Mario Maker. Thursday is going to be Pillars of Eternity because we beat Dark Souls. Friday will be Fire Emblem Fates. We're playing the Conquest version. We'll be doing that during the normal stream schedule Friday and also Thursday night at the midnight launch. No stream this Saturday. We're doing some moving to Los Alamos, New Mexico stuff. And then expect to see some Bastion, some more Zelda Link's Awakening, some more Pillars of Eternity next week. Let me see if I can find somebody else who's streaming Link's Awakening real quick. Throw them a post. Don't bid. I forgot to switch my game to Link's Awakening. That's cool. We'll get it next time. Don't bid. Whoa. Legend of Zelda. Link's Awakening. Nobody. Alright, we'll see who else I'm following. Who's up? Or Danny B, Kelly's. Hey, let's keep watching Kelly's Dark Souls blind playthrough. I think she finally got through Ornstein and Smo. I was watching her a bit the other night. Twitch.tv/itsthekellys. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Thanks, Kitty. Thanks a lot.